Whoa, where's that at?
Somewhere on the internet.
We will not wear your underwear, but we will.
Yeah, do you know what you're talking
Nope. That's why I said it.
about? Okay.
We'll probably wear your underwear.
Is the title not the Julia Bryan Show? Do we have a Twitter account? Waffle House. Oh, I like Waffle House.
All right. Let's.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to the Julian Bryan Show. Unless it's your first time, then welcome to the Julian Bryan Show. What took you so long, man?
So you see, yeah, we've been waiting for you. And if this is Snickers, what took you so long? Because
If this is
goddamn.
Snickers, I've got like 3 babies to feed.
Yeah,
And I will
Like-
feed them all Snickers if you...
I
if
will.
you- they'll grow up big and strong.
Yeah. Well,
So,
I mean, I will call my baby diabetes because it will have diabetes.
yeah, that'll...
But you get the idea.
I do get the idea. How was your Thanksgiving, Brian? Thanksgiving
I
just
think-
happened.
Thanksgiving was wonderful. Yes, it was great. I had my friend came to visit, and it was fun. And yeah, we had a good time. How was yours, Sully?
All right. It was good.
Good. Before we had talked about how George Washington Carver is the representative for this podcast because
George Washington Carver, tag him. Hashtag.
Yeah. hashtag George Washington Carver. Wake him up. Give him a phone call. He probably hasn't had a phone call in like 100 years.
I thought he was so cool when I did a report on him in like
Oh yeah.
like 4th grade or something, and I thought he was so cool. I was like, "With your peanut butter, dude!" Like
There was
you know, I
some
just
like
really excited.
there was some like Disney cartoon or something like that was like a 5-second, not 5 second. That's very short. George Washington Carver created peanut butter. Boom.
Boom. And then all
No.
the kids are yelling, "I want peanut butter!"
I want peanut butter. No, but there was like some cartoon on Disney or Nickelodeon or something like that was like in between shows, and it was like, hey.
Oh,
Guys,
like little
they're-
info things.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, that Rugrats cartoon was really cool. But you know what else is really cool? George Washington Carver. You're like, who's that? I will tell you. It's this little Afro man that created peanut butter in this little grinding thing that he mashed up. And yeah, so you guys should love peanut butter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you want to know what we love? We love peanut butter and Snickers too. Those ones, I'm a jam.
Peanut
So-
butter and Snickers. Hell yeah.
So Snickers, if you could send us each a case, please DM us, and we'll give you our addresses, and just please don't be mad and send like, I don't know, anthrax in it or anything like that. Like you're mad at us because we just
Yeah,
we
don't
just want,
we don't want that.
no, we just want some sponsorship from Snickers. That's all.
Speaking of Snickers and sponsorships, I've got another dick pic of the week that I'll show you a little later on in the podcast.
Oh,
If you're just listening and you're not watching, I will describe my dick pic for you. So stay tuned for that if you want to see my dick pic of the week.
yeah, it's gonna describe it. It's a girthy dick pic this week.
It is actually a girthy dick pic
It is
this
a
week.
girthy dick pic.
It is a girthy dick pic.
It is. I
So
say
yeah,
that
if you
fully knowing exactly what it is. I don't know.
yeah,
I have no idea.
I mean you know what it is, but you don't know what one it is.
I just don't know what it is, right?
Exactly. You know what it is, you just don't know which dick pic I picked.
Yeah.
So I found something interesting out this week I wanted to bring to your attention. So I got to give credit to Vox for this on YouTube, VOX. I don't know if you've ever seen any of their videos.
No.
But I watched a
I know they're
video-
amps.
Is it the same people?
I don't know. I don't
I
think so.
I don't think so. But so they did a thing about Netflix and how if you were to look at my Netflix account and your Netflix account, the same movies might have different thumbnails on them. Have you heard about this at all or familiar with this?
I haven't, but I've definitely noticed when watching Netflix that there's different thumbnails like every day. Like you go on there and
Yeah.
The Office is one time it's The Office with a bunch of paper in the air and a blue background, and then other times it's Dwight and everybody in the group and they're
So this is kind of how they choose it. So there's a bunch of algorithm and bots and all that that go around and scan through every single video, and it like takes screenshots
Okay.
of it, and it kind of like does some sort of really high tech math and whatnot to kind of pick what they think the best shots would be for a cover. Then it goes through your watch history to kind of find out what type of person you are. So let's say that you like a lot of stand-up comedians and they see that you've watched a lot of stand-ups on Netflix. It'll show Robin Williams on the cover or on the thumbnail of Good Will Hunting, for example. Because it'll be like, oh, he's a comedian. He's been watching a lot of stand-up comedy. Boom, we're going to show him Robin Williams on this thumbnail. And then
go ahead.
and let's say that it scans through your watch history and you've been watching a lot of like romantic stuff. That same Good Will Hunting thumbnail, instead of Robin Williams, would be like Matt Damon's character and the girl Skylar, I think her name is, like leaning over a table, like all laughing and smiling like a couple. Isn't that interesting? That it'll
They're having coffee. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was okay, cool. This clears up some stuff for me because I was wondering that, and yeah, it doesn't like they're not even necessarily talking about the tiny little thumbnails that are in the bottom. They're also talking about like the one that pops up. You know, like let's say you click on an episode or something like that.
yeah,
Because
and
yeah, like you click on an episode and then it shows a screen grab from that episode or that movie or whatever. And yeah, they always used to show Trouble with the Curve, which is some redheaded chick in Hollywood and Clint Eastwood or something like that. But the
Yeah.
thumbnail was always Justin Timberlake, and I'm like, I didn't even know Justin Timberlake was in that movie.
yeah.
So now I'm a little offended or confused.
They said so the girl who put the video together was like, the algorithm's like not perfect because sometimes it'll show you like a completely random background character that's not even really in the movie,
Yeah.
just because they got confused and thought that was like a person.
Yeah.
So it's it's not perfect, but I just thought that was really interesting. Netflix is getting scary big that they just can do stuff like that.
It's just wild that they algorithms, I guess.
Yeah, I don't.
That-
To be honest with you, I don't even know what an algorithm is, and I don't know if I use the term right. But it seems like that's using context clues. They taught me
pretty
that
sure.
in school.
Ooh,
That
I like that
word
yeah.
works well in the application of what I said.
I'm pretty sure you use that right. I mean, I'm no doctor or dentist or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure you use that right.
Yeah, I don't know what dentists.
So-
Although dentists are pretty smart.
Yeah. Oh man. Speaking of doctors and dentists,
Mm-hmm.
we have some exciting news.
What's that? Are you
We
gonna be
would
a
like
doctor?
to say, am I going to be a doctor?
All you
we
gotta
would
do is go
like to
school.
say-
It's easy.
Congratulations to our friends over at Movie Nerds Podcast.
Yes, congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, because
That
they
is
are going to
awesome.
have a baby.
That's right.
So everybody,
Doctor. Well, I guess doctors deliver babies. There we go.
yeah, I'm a
Congratulations.
dentist. I'm a dentist. Yeah, dentist, doctors, babies. Yeah. I was just thinking about good news. Those guys are great. Go check out their podcasts. They're awesome dudes. There's a link right down there, or there, or there, somewhere on here. Just look around.
Yeah.
Jump
Just
around.
look around.
They're on here.
They're going to be a guest here sometime soon. We
Yes.
gotta get in contact with them and figure out the logistics.
Yeah, and see if their baby can join in.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
you
a
know,
cool
ba-
ass baby.
yeah, it'd be the first baby on a podcast ever. You heard it here first. First baby on a podcast ever.
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 Don't fact check it.
Don't
Just
fact it.
believe us.
Don't fact check it, not fact it.
Don't fact it. Don't fact it
Don't
either,
fact it
because that
either.
sounds like something weird that I
Sounds
don't
weird.
want you to do.
But don't fact it. Huli, you were telling me something a little tidbit of information right before this podcast. You were telling me that our home mountain is
Oh
closing.
yeah. So
I use the word mountain in the loosest of the terms.
It's a trash hill.
Yeah, you get it.
Like that's no, that's like for real. It's literally a dump hill that they turn into a ski hill.
Yeah.
You know that's what that is, right?
No, 100%. That's why
That's
they
what-
had those little
Those little green
those little
tubes
things.
or whatever.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they were
So the mountain doesn't
Exhaust.
explode from the methane.
Yeah.
Methane.
methane.
So for Thanksgiving, we've been doing something a little bit different. There's a place not far from my house called Apple Mountain, where me and Brian used to, when we were youngins, spend every single day of our lives there.
Yep. Season
It's,
pass.
We'd get a season pass. It was like $200.
That's so
which
cheap.
it
But
was so
also
cheap.
expensive for
Yeah.
that.
Because the lift ticket was like $20. So as long as you
Yeah.
like, we paid for it like by far.
Yeah.
But it was just a little mountain. There's 3 little hills, only 1 chairlift. The rest were all tow ropes. But it was fun. We had a good time with it. But they're closing. So last year they closed the mountain because they had to do some repairs or something. And they were going to do that during the winter. And they also did it as like a test drive, like a tester to see how much money they would lose. And they kind of did the math and were like, hey, we're fine if we just close it. So they're done.
Wait, how long did you say they closed it for?
They
Like a
closed it
week?
for the entire year last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to do a repair and also to see if closing it made sense for them financially, and it did. So there's still like a thing. There's like a banquet ballroom for weddings and stuff. It's a golf course. There's also a restaurant. So they're just gonna do that stuff instead.
That's wild. I wonder if like if it hasn't been such a great turnout because
I mean,
I don't know.
The winters haven't been great.
The
here.
winters just haven't been great. Yeah.
No, like if it'll snow and then it'll all melt and then it'll get real cold and it'll all freeze and then it'll get warm again and then it'll snow and then it'll get warm, then it'll get super cold and everything will freeze, but there's no snow. It's just the water that's frozen. It's been a crazy couple last few winters because it used to just like snow the first of the year and the snow was just there until spring, but there'll only be like 3 or 4 big snowfalls a year. Then it melts, then it gets real cold again, and it doesn't snow for a while. It's been real weird.
Man, so everybody's got to go to either Holly or up north to Boyne or Caberfay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me just throw around a hypothetical for you. Let's just say it would have closed while we were in high school.
Yeah.
Now that wouldn't have went over too well with us.
No.
And maybe it was a better turnouts. Maybe the winters were better back then. I don't know, but I can tell you what, this year, if it dumps, there is going to be some kids that are snowboard kids, just like what you and I would have done. We would have hiked up that hill and rode down and built jumps, and and then they're not going to have the insurance to cover that.
No, not at all.
So
I don't know if they're gonna keep a watch out or just hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, we probably would.
Not probably, we would.
We would definitely do it at night too, like when we
That's
know
what I
there's
mean.
no one around.
Oh yeah, and we'd
Yeah.
probably be drunk too. So
But I know
drinking
if we were
drinking underage is bad, kids. Don't do it.
don't do it.
Maybe.
We would have probably just went on the streets and went and found rails and stuff to hit on the streets and stuff, I think.
Let's try and get our faces at the same level. Sorry guys, technical stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, or we would have done what
What you just said?
my stepdad talks about it to this day, that in the summer we used to be stupid and we used to go to the ice rink, and the ice rink used to shave off
Oh yeah.
ice and put it in mounds. So it was like fake snow basically, and we used to
I've
take
got
it
a
in the
picture
middle
of that.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I have video. We have video on our YouTube page actually of us doing it out in front of your house. Yep.
Is it?
It's you hitting the rail, but you fall off it.
There wasn't a whole lot of snow to work with.
No.
But yeah, it was in the summer, like he was saying, that the hockey rink would shave the ice and just toss it out in like the parking lot or whatever because it would just melt. So
it was fun. I would go play hockey on it, and then later that week we would ride on it.
exactly, we would just go take trash bags and just shovel snow in there and
Into the
drive as
back of-
fast as we could to my house before it melted and got as much runs on it as we could, which wasn't many.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
We'd always put it in the back of my whatever car or your car, because we always, God, we took such good care of our cars.
Brian, you flooded a car.
Oh, yeah. You guys want to hear a story? Okay. So Hooli and I, one day, there was this place down the road from Hooli's place.
I wasn't in the car with you. You came to my house with it
You-
after.
You were nay? Maybe it was Cadence.
She may have been there.
I know it was Fat Mitch.
Mitch was there. I
Yes.
believe you came to my house afterwards.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well,
I mean,
anyways.
I've been under it several times. just
Maybe
not this
Bonhoff was
particular.
there. I don't know.
He was
Anyways,
there. I don't think he was in the car either. I think he was also at my house.
Okay. So there is this place down the road from Hulu. Hulu lives in a very rural area, and there's a place down the road from his house where you can fill up your septic tanks, or that farmers can fill up their water tanks to do whatever. You go put, what, $1 in? A quarter in?
A quarter. That's
A
it.
quarter.
One quarter.
Jesus. 1/4, and it dumped.
I think 10 gallons.
No.
It might have been more. 50
It was like
gallons?
50 gallons, dude. Yeah.
A lot. It was
No.
just like a.
It had to have been even more than that, because when you
Was
think
it
about
100?
it, 50. Yeah, it might have been 100. Yeah.
It was a lot of water, guys.
It was a
So
lot. Yeah.
There's this little house. I don't even think that place is there anymore.
No.
But it.
No, I don't think.
I
I
don't
thought
think
that
it
like
is.
at some point we went by it in college and we were just absolutely devastated that it was gone.
Yeah, because they were sick of us assholes. But no, it was like this like shed or barn that had like a pipe just coming from the side of the building, and it just
Yeah.
had a spigot or a spout on the end of it, like above you.
Yeah. So, yeah. And what it did was we used to do it to wash our cars because it was a quarter,
And also just because for fun.
and also just because for fun. Usually, like you could wash your car in with 1/4, and we'd put in like $3, and just let it keep going and going. But
Or you would take a friend's car who's never seen it before and be like, hey, real quick, pull over right here.
yeah,
Be like, oh, what's that? And then you run out, put a quarter, and run back in their car, and they get all confused. Go, what the fuck is it coming on my car? Yeah, you do that too sometimes.
yeah, that was fun. The best was our friend Cadence lived right around the corner from it. Like you lived
Yeah.
down the road from it, but she lived
She could throw
right
a rock
around.
at it.
Oh, she could throw a rock to it. Yeah. So, yeah, we always used to do that. Anyways, and one time I went and did it with a car that I had that the exhaust pipe was blown out on it, and it was a 1991 Lincoln Town Car. That
Your back
was,
window was just plexiglass because I think your cousin broke it snowboarding.
So that car was my grandmother's car. It was my mother's car. It was my cousin's car, and then it became my car. So it went through a lot of people. And my cousin had it up at college, up at Michigan Tech. And one time he went to go because it's very what were those boxes called? It's very podium style box. The way it looks,
Yeah.
like it's flat, and then it's up, flat,
Like a top
Down.
hat almost.
yeah, like a top hat, but a very weird shaped Carmen Sandiego style top hat.
Yes.
Anyway, so he went and tried to grind on it, and the nose of his snowboard went right through the back window. So he fixed it with machine screws, plexiglass, and caulk. Well, so we go do this. We put a quarter in, and then we're driving down the road, and all of a sudden I hit the brakes, and all you hear is and all this water and shit comes up into my like area by my feet. There's like pens and shit that are floating in the water and all kinds of stuff. And I was
basically
like,
drowned it.
oh god, yeah. And it was a carpet. Obviously, it was carpet. It's a car. Like it's all carpet inside. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it just got destroyed, and it was a very devastating moment. That story is a lot cooler than you guys think it is, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, we used to just.
I wish
The
it
best
still
was-
there so we could go take a like go tomorrow
Yeah.
and take a video, but it's not there anymore, so I can't. Sorry, buddy.
The best was the exhaust on that car because it was so loud. It was bonk. God, now that I think about it, all of our friends' parents must have hated me so much driving that car because you could hear me coming from a mile away, man. Bonk. And then the worst part was my mom hated it even more because she paid like $800 to fix it, which is insane to how beat up
Worth
that
more
car
than
was.
the car was.
Oh my god! So she paid like $800 to fix it, and then 2 days later, it the exhaust pipes blew out again. I was like, oh my god! She made me get rid of it after that, which was bullshit. I thought it was awesome, but
Well,
that's
what
me.
number car was that for you? That was what, your second or third?
let's see. So I had the. It's funny. I was counting cars with a guy I was working with today because he was like, "I've had 15," and I was like, "I'm pretty sure I'm right around there, man. Like I'm pretty close to that." If you
Because
count like
your
a
first one was
moped
that
and-
purple. Was that a Cavalier?
that was not my first one. That was my
Was that the one that you power slid in the Hooters parking lot and fucked up the axle?
Yep.
All right.
Man,
So
I
it was a-
forgot about that. Yeah. So my first car,
I was in the car for that.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna tip over.
My first car, oh my God, that was so bad. My first car, that car also paid to get that fixed, that purple car, and a couple months later the transmission blew on it, just for no reason at all. I was making deliveries with it for Jimmy John's, and all of
Yeah.
a sudden I was just driving and it just goes boom, boom. I wasn't accelerating heavy or anything like that. It just had enough. I think that was car number
That was like 2 or 3, I thought.
3 or 4. Because I had the, let's see, my first car was a blue Buick. A Buick.
Oh, that's right.
God, I should know this. A Buick, whatever. I don't know. It was like a 91 Buick. I was really a fan of the 91s because I had the 91 Buick, whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then I had a 97 Grand Am, Grand Am Grand Prix,
Yeah.
and the engine blew on that because there was a leak in the head gasket, and I was
Okay.
on my way to go fix it. I was maybe a half a block or half a mile away from my friend Sean's place when all of a sudden the engine blew. We completely fixed it and then found out that the engine blew. Then I had a 92 purple purple Cavalier that we called Purple Haze.
Yeah.
Then I had a 1987 Honda Civic CRX that I got for $100.
Oh, and you tried to fix it, but it didn't. I remember we got pulled over because you were taking it on a test drive once, and
We were taking it on a test drive. It didn't have plates. It didn't have registration. It didn't have insurance. It didn't have anything. We were just taking it for a ride around the block because I wanted to see if I got the brakes to work right.
yeah,
The windshield was cracked. There was no seat where you were sitting. You were just sitting in.
we're just sitting on the floor or whatever.
You were just sitting on the floor.
And the cop pulled over. He's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
what the fuck?"
Luckily, my mom was really good friends with the cop, so he
Yeah.
basically just called my mom. Was like, "What is he doing?"
You're like, dude, I live like right there. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally trying to fix this thing, and I'm like, and I'm here too.
I tried to fix that one. Man. Oh, and then I had my 91 Camaro.
The Camaro.
The Camaro, yep. I got that right when I graduated.
That was the
and
T-top.
T-tops, yep. And I took
The
that.
windows
I
didn't
got
work.
that 91, that IROC. Oh man, that car was so much fun. It was blue and it was sweet. We had a lot of fun in that car.
Oh yeah, that one was really fun.
Yeah.
I just remember you bringing up to Mount Pleasant once. And
Uh-huh.
you're like, hey, we got to go like over here or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. And then we got in the car, and you're like, here's like a couple blankets for you. And I was like,
Because the
why do
windows
you
would
have
roll
blankets
up
in your car? And
anymore.
he's like, oh, the window doesn't work. So you just cover yourself up with some blankets, man, and wear a hat. You'll be good.
This was after I took that car out to Nevada. Actually, I took it
Yeah.
to Nevada, and then, man, I took it to Nevada, and then back and forth from Nevada to Salt Lake City and Reno, and then one time I took it to Denver, and then back from Denver. I got pulled over in that car. They thought I was smuggling drugs because I had out-of-state plates when I was in Nevada.
It looked like a drug smuggling car.
It did look like a drug smuggling car. Yeah, the latch stopped working on that, so I had to take like a wire and like hold the latch down. The window stopped working when I moved back to Michigan, and that's why Hooli had to. I needed the blankets. Then I traded that car in for a Nissan Xterra.
Oh yeah. Window
My
got
first
smashed
Nissan
out.
Xterra. What?
Window got smashed out in the cabin parking lot, I think.
My window did?
Yeah, I remember we came back after like a bar or something, and like your window was just like broken.
Oh my god!
Or no,
I
or was it your mirror? You got
my
knocked off.
mirror. It was my mirror. It was my mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mirror was knocked off. So Then I was getting ready to get that replaced, and I got in a car accident with that one.
Every car has a little story, dude.
Every car has a little story. I was on my way to go to the gym that morning. I was like, you know what? I don't. I was like, I don't. And this is when I was like super obsessed with going to the gym. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't need to go right now. I don't work until later, so I'll sleep in. I was like, no, don't be a fatty. Go to the gym. So
You should
what?
have been
What
a
did that
fatty.
do? Oh my god! Dude, I T-boned a. I like hit the brakes, hit black ice. I T-boned this van. I was super worried.
Oh,
This
yeah.
lady hopped out of her van like instantly, just tried to get her kids out of the back of the car. I felt awful on that one. I felt so bad. Everybody was fine. Everybody walked away fine. I've
That's
been
good.
lucky that everybody in all my all my cars have walked away okay. I've only been in 2
Yeah.
accidents, but then after that, I got another Nissan Xterra, a newer model because I like that one so much.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had that one and had a birthday with with some people, and we I had a birthday, and I had a lot of fun in that car that night. And then the next day, I was talking to my mom, and she was like, "Hey, you want to go get a new car? You want to go trade in your car, get a new one, get some better financing?" I was like, "That sounds amazing. Yeah, let's get rid of this one." Got rid of that one. Got a Nissan Sentra.
That's the small black one?
Yep, the small black one. In between those two, or before the other Xterra, or in between that Xterra, I got a moped.
Yeah.
To ride
remember
around
that.
in
Didn't
East
that get
Lansing.
stolen?
I was kind of a shit about it and left it at my buddy's house for like a
Yeah.
week, and then when I went back to go get it, it was gone because it was a week later. I don't know if campus police. I looked everywhere for that.
Yeah.
I searched around the whole campus of MSU. I asked MSU police. I asked the campus police. I asked everybody, but never found that. Then I had a Nissan Sentra. The Nissan Sentra I had for a little while, and then I ended up giving that.
So real quick about
go
that
ahead.
one.
Yeah.
We took that to
Oh.
Panama City Beach.
We did.
I told you we're gonna be sprinkling in Panama City Beach.
Oh.
We're not gonna give you the whole story at once,
Nope.
but we went down there without a hotel room, and we
Mhm.
slept in Spinnaker's parking lot,
Yeah.
which is a bar down there in this car. And we woke up and we were like, "Oh, all right, that worked out good, man. Just sleeping in the car, like partying all day." And we got out of the car and someone hit it while we
Yeah.
were sleeping in it. I guess.
There was one point throughout the night where I remember I think I was sleeping in the back and you were in the front or whatever it was,
Yeah.
or vice versa, where all of a sudden like it slightly shook,
Yeah.
like almost like how a mini earthquake would wake you up, where you're just like, where you kind of like open your eyes and you're like, what the hell was that? Where it was just a little shake. I remember that, and I
You're
looked
like, "Oh,
over.
must be-"
I looked over at Hooli, and Hooli looked at me, and we were both still pretty drunk and passed
Yeah.
out, and we just kind of both went back to bed. But then we woke up. We woke up in the morning and looked at the side of it. Yeah, and the whole side was all sideswiped, and the mirror was gone. That was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I ended up giving that car to my mom, and I ended up taking my grandparents' Oldsmobile that they had, and I had that for a little. I was just borrowing that one, really, honestly,
Yeah.
and then I gave that one back, and then I moved out to California. Oh God, and then
it just keeps getting. There's just more. There's more, guys.
and then one of Hoolie's really good friends let me borrow his car for
There's an Aztec.
a couple months.
Old Aztec, a lot
Pontiac-
of miles on it.
Pontiac Aztec. I think it had like 200 some odd thousand miles on it.
Because he was in the military, so he drove it all over
Yeah.
the country like several times.
Yeah, I don't want to give too many dates or events that happened around what happened. I don't want to give any specific games or anything like that, but we were watching a particular sports event, and I got a little carried away and drove that car home without a tire. And then I didn't have a car for a couple
Hello?
years
Oh.
because I didn't have a car for a couple of years because it wasn't really deemed necessary. And now I have a Jeep. So I wasn't keeping count. If you guys were at home, please submit the numbers that we've had.
Jeep's going strong though. That's a nice car.
Jeep's going strong. Jeep's great. No, I love my Jeep. It's super cool. Jeep Cherokee 2017. So you could say I'm moving up in the world, but we all know if we look at my car history, whenever I'm moving up in the world, I take a couple steps back. So we'll just wait for that.
That's
Yeah, that was a lot of cars. So guys, that's how many cars I had. All right, and those are the stories to it. And Huli, how many would you say you've had?
3.
Okay, well,
I had a Grand Am in high school.
Huli was gonna drag race one time by my house, and when he was backing up to drag race, he hit one of those double arrow signs, like going both ways.
Yeah, that was the extent of my damage.
Then another time he was in a parking lot.
Oh,
Of
this
the
one was
movie?
dumb.
That one was
I
dumb.
was so mad about this one. So you go ahead and tell it. This is dumb.
I-
I lost my license because of this.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh my god, that one was dumb. Like, that cop was a jerk. Okay,
He was a dick, yeah.
So we are in a movie theater parking lot, and it's a massive parking lot. There's
Huge,
nobody around. I have a look at my two friends. I don't know if it was two friends or if it was one. Was there someone next to you in another car?
I have no idea. I can't. I just know it was you and Mitch that was in the car.
I was not in the car. I was outside.
Oh, you
the
were
car.
not. Oh, it must have been
I
just
was
Mitch
not.
then. That was.
Yeah, I was outside the car. We used to hang out in that movie theater parking lot a lot, just like hanging out, doing whatever, I don't know, stupid stuff that kids do. But I remember
It was like a good meeting spot for like. Friends.
yeah, and I remember you were leaving or taking off to go do something, and to go back home, and we were all like kind of heading our separate ways, and like not drinking, not doing anything like that,
Nope,
and then
nothing at all.
you're like, all right, bye, and peeled out. Mitch was in the car because Mitch stuck his head out and said something. So all I see is your car pull away like nothing normal. And then from the side of me, all of a sudden, these lights come pulling up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shit. None of us saw that cop car anywhere. Like, he was, I don't know if he was waiting or what.
I think he was just like, these kids must be doing something, smoking pot or something, which we
Yeah.
were not. And I didn't like even like burn out. I just kind of like revved my tires a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, just kind of like woo, kind of a deal. Like no donuts, no tail fishing, just a little woo. And he pulled me over and got me for careless driving. Said he would have given me reckless, but he couldn't because
it's not legal because you didn't do anything wrong.
well, he was like, I could. It was something because it wasn't like on the road and reckless is only if you're out or
because
something. So,
You're in a parking lot. What does it matter?
and then and I lost my license because of that.
Yeah.
I had to go like meet with this lady, and I remember she like interviewed me and was like, "What makes a good driver?" And I was like, "Oh, stopping at stop signs and following the da 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 da." Like I only did. It wasn't even that big of a deal. Like it was dumb. You're right, and yada yada. And
Oh my god.
and then she was like, "All right, well, based off everything, like you're gonna lose your license for 6 months. You can only drive to and from school and work, and that's it. If you're caught, yada yada." Oh, it was. And the shitty thing was that I lived in like the sticks almost, like right outside of town. So like, it was a pain in the ass for friends to come and pick me up, and it was just stupid.
I never had a problem with it. I always came.
Well,
and picked you up.
no. But I was just saying, like in general.
Yeah.
But
There were some friends that live very far away, like Eric. He probably was way too far out of the way to come get you and stuff.
that's
so,
right.
I don't know.
That's right.
I'm just kidding. That was his neighbor.
He's my neighbor. But yeah, that was that was the only two kind of things with my car, and then
Yeah.
then I got that car. I got a Jeep Patriot after that,
Mm-hmm.
and I had that for a long time.
Yeah.
I just got rid of it a couple years ago because someone ran a stop sign and totaled it for me.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
yeah.
Told it for you like it was a job that needed to be done. You were like, oh, thank God, I got to get a new.
Well, although my bumper was all fucked up,
Yeah.
because my buddy Brennan and business partner backed into me one day, and I was like, well, at least I don't have to get that fixed anymore, and then now I have a Chevy Colorado.
So that's 3, guys. If you're keeping up on those.
That
3.
one's a little easier to keep track of.
Yeah. I think I was at 12 or something. I don't know. Let us know.
Yeah.
It's a big number, but yeah, cars.
Well, do you
So
think
much
we
fun.
should move on to my dick pic of the week?
Let's move on to that dick pic of the week. Let me see that big old
All right,
girthy
everyone,
boy.
I'm going to show you my dick pic, and then I'll explain it. So I've got Alabama minus 13 and a half.
You guys should see this dick pic. Looks
Take
good.
them. They're gonna blow Georgia out. So go to your favorite website, mybookie.com. Maybe MyBookie. You can sponsor me.
Yeah,
I've been winning with my dick pics, by the way.
yeah. We'll do.
I'm 1-0. I'm pending my other one.
He's 1-1.
but,
We talked about this. He's 1-1.
I'm not 1-1. The second one, my second dick pic of the week was Chargers and Rams in the Super Bowl, and Chargers looking good. Chargers looking
So
good. Rams.
we
looking
got a
good.
while to wait for that.
But anyways,
So,
pick
yeah.
Alabama 13 and a half. Take them. I think they're gonna rock Georgia. Alabama's too good. They're cheating. They're getting all the good players. You can't just get all the good players. That's why you got rules in the NFL with draft picks and stuff. You're a cheater, Nick Saban, even though not really, because you're not
No, you
breaking
are.
any rules. But it's just unfair, and they're gonna win and dominate. So take Alabama.
Excuse
That's
me.
my dick pic of the week.
Ugh.
Because I'm just some random dick on the internet just saying stuff. That's why it's a dick pic of the week.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Did you get? Speaking of dick pics, you get a tree yet?
Get like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
No, there's one in my basement. You just put it up, a little fake one.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. We're gonna get one if you're asking. Yeah, we're gonna get one.
That's cool. You gonna go
Yeah.
pick one out? Do they got
Maybe.
pine trees in California?
Come on, you know they got pine trees. They got big old pine trees.
I mean,
I'm gonna put a sequoia right in the living room.
They don't
That-
have like pine tree, but like Christmas tree pine trees though.
No, but it's pretty cool. Like I've been driving. I've been seeing the Christmas tree places. You remember the Wells Fargo Center? Did you ever go there?
Nope.
You know when you're going north on the 101 right after you get out of Santa Rosa, and there's that weird little
highway.
Yep, the 101 highway. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Right before you get to River Road, where
Okay.
you
Yep.
go to like
Where
Corbell
the
and
wineries
stuff.
and stuff are.
Yeah,
Yep.
right on
Yep.
the right hand side. There's that little like building in the hospital and stuff.
Okay.
It's an event center. Anyways, what I was trying to say was they have. It used to be called.
Is that where like the Santa Rosa Fair is every year?
No, that's the
That-
Santa Rosa.
that's just called the Fairgrounds?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Sonoma County Fairgrounds. Sorry, I was being a dick and saying Santa Rosa. I think it is Santa Rosa, but I think they also call it the Sonoma County Fairgrounds.
Okay.
Maybe that's in Petaluma. I don't know.
It's in Santa Rosa for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. But shapoopy. That's what I got to say this week.
That's right.
You know.
So we doing a second episode or we doing a long one?
Oh wow, you're just cutting in right in the middle of it, huh?
Well, I don't know. I'm asking you.
Just letting us know. I don't know. We're backed up on one episode. I don't want to let these episodes get too far behind. So,
All right.
Huli, you make the call right now.
If we do just a little bit longer, just do one.
There we go. Okay. Yeah,
All
there
right.
we go. Cool. We have the dick pic of the
All right.
week. Ooh, I got something fun to talk about because if you haven't heard
Okay.
this yet, let's get back to we haven't done one of those in a while. The news stories that Huli doesn't know about. Are there any news stories that you've heard a little bit about that hopefully I can elaborate a little bit more on?
There's an asteroid coming to kill us.
Excuse me?
Okay, I guess it's a new story that neither of us know.
Yeah, I didn't know
All right.
about that.
All right, well, we'll save that for another time. Well, if that doesn't kill us, then we'll talk.
yeah.
About it.
Are you talking about the chess game thing or whatever it was? Like the people couldn't
No,
play chess, so they think it's like Armageddon now?
No.
Maybe those were two separate things. Maybe there was
Maybe.
a comma in that when I read that.
So what I saw was there's like an
I'm pulling a
asteroid
Huli.
that's getting really, really close.
Yeah.
It's supposed to it's not supposed to hit us tonight, but it's supposed to just get real close.
Oh, like tomorrow? Wait, it's like going by tonight?
I think so. And it's
Hmm.
it's like the size of like a pyramid. I just kind of skimmed it. I was like, if we die, we die. Move on to
Yeah.
the next article.
It'd be real amazing if this podcast ended and it just blew up.
We had a good run.
Yeah, we had a good run.
Humans had a good run.
And that's how the Huli and Brian show ends.
Humans had a good run. Dead.
Exactly. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I do have one news story I want to talk about because if you haven't heard about it, we should definitely get into it.
Okay.
Who did you hear about this Christian? I don't know if he was a priest or a missionary. Missionary, that's what he was.
Okay.
This missionary that went to this island.
Oh, I've heard of it. I didn't do research on it.
Nice.
So, I think it was Real Life Lore. There's a YouTube guy, Real Life Lore, and he did. I've heard of this island. It's basically one of the last like non-contacted islands.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm familiar with the island. So if you don't know what that island is, I don't know exactly where it is, but you're not allowed to go to it because there's like an uncontacted tribe.
Super illegal.
Yeah. Like think about like Gilligan's Islands, like the natives on there that are like uncontacted, like headhunter cannibal, like stereotypical
Right, but,
in movies and stuff like that. Like that's an actual thing for them. They like if they see me talking on a phone, they're like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, like they have no clue. But they want to keep them uncontacted to like for like disease purposes, like not to spread disease, and because like it's gonna freak them out and they're gonna attack you and yada yada yada. So I did hear about this missionary guy who went to the island, and then that's all I know though. I didn't hear much else.
You didn't hear what happened or anything like that?
No, I just heard he went to the island and things did not turn out well for him. And I told myself, "Oh, that's that island Real Life Lore was talking about. I'll have to research it later." And then I forgot until about 5 seconds ago.
So this island, and you ran it pretty good on it, I do have to say. You did pretty good. That's probably one of your better news stories that you've known about. So kudos to you, sir. Snickers, give us money.
Snickers, give us money. Real Life Lore, give Real Life Lore money. He doesn't have.
Yeah,
no. He's a small account. Actually, he's pretty big now. He's got like a few million views. Maybe he can give us some money too.
Let him give us money too, or throw us a shout out or something.
Throw us a shout. That's right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah, this is an island that they migrated to this island 60,000 years ago. All right. So that's forever ago. Like they came somehow. I don't know if it was the Ice Age or whatever happened.
6,000 years ago, Ice Age?
6,000 years ago, yeah. Like forever ago, you know?
Okay.
I don't know. Or like some weird, like, you know, the Bering Strait in how Alaska and Russia used to be connected. So like people used to go across that way and stuff. So maybe it's something like that. Or they don't know, okay?
They're just there. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the most unknown civilization that we know nothing about. There's other ones and they know nothing about us. So like there's other islands that like like we can go to them and they're like, "Hey, what are you guys doing? We got FUBU shirts on." So, you know, we know a little bit of stuff about stuff. And this island is not that case at all. We know nothing of their language, nothing of anything. There is the island is like the size of Manhattan. So when you think about that, that's crazy, okay? When you think about this, it's even crazier. It's between 50 and 150 people that live on that island. They don't know, okay? So there's somewhere in between.
Can't go and count, yeah.
Think about 50,000 people, or I'm sorry, not 50,000, 50 people to 150 people living on, like having the whole island the size of Manhattan. That's just insane.
Yeah.
So this dude comes up. He rolls up on his boat with the fisherman. The fisherman has now since been arrested because it's super illegal to go there. Well, because you can like spread disease and kill these guys.
That's what they want you to not do is like spread disease and things like because that's how disease spreads.
Because those guys, like, as long as they're not coming over here. They're not starting a war with us or anything like that. Like
they've never had a flu shot or anything like that. Like,
no, they don't. Who knows if they know what malaria is or anything like that? Like, dude, we could spread crazy disease and just wipe them all out. A civilization that's been around for at least 60,000 years, which is insane. You know, like you can't just wipe those people out.
No, it's dick.
So they drop him off. The dude gets off the boat. It's bad that I'm laughing, but also not. He takes like 20 steps up onto the beach and then just arrow right into him. Dude just gets tagged and is just done right there. Like, what good?
I don't know what he was thinking, man.
He was holding up a Bible. I guess there's some video online where another dude goes there, but he has coconuts, so they're like chill with him because he has coconuts.
Yeah.
And like he's like tossing them.
What that is, yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, cool, that's food. We can eat that shit.
Yeah.
And but this missionary just got absolutely murked. Just
That's no, I'm good, man.
no, I know.
I'm not going over there at all. Like,
I know.
hey, man, you guys have been doing well for 60,000 years. You guys just keep on keeping on.
Like, it's just so crazy, man. Like, there is no scenario in my mind where that works out to be good. That's just
No, not
bad.
at all.
100% bad. Like when you're
There's groups like that in Brazil, I think it is,
yeah.
or somewhere in South America that are very similar, where like the country's government like just surrounds an area and is like, no, there's a group of people in here that's never been contacted before. You can't go in here.
Yeah.
And then they'll like do flybys over every once in a while to check on them. But it's just
Yeah.
weird thinking that in 2018, when I can have this iPhone, that there's still people out there that aren't uncontacted from anything. It's nuts.
And that's what we were talking around Thanksgiving. We were just like, yeah, it's crazy. We're sitting here watching a college football game right now. They don't know what college or football is. And it's just insane.
No.
Yeah. But some dude who I don't know, watched Tim Allen in Jungle to Jungle was like, hey, man, those guys look pretty cool. Let's go ahead and let's go visit them, you know?
Exactly. That's exactly what he thought. He saw Jungle to Jungle, got inspired, and I was like, yeah, man, let's go head over
He was
there.
like, yeah, Mimi Siko is cool with it, so why can't I be? God, it's just insane.
There'd be no way to even communicate with them at all. No.
There
way.
would, like,
Zero.
it legit is about the closest thing, except for the fact that we are humans and so are they. But like it would be like talking to an alien life force, man, and it is.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, well, that's kind of one of their things is like they see a boat come in. They're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that? Is a spaceship?
Oh.
You know?
yeah, but for real, oh my god, I've never thought about it that way. It is. That's a spaceship.
Yeah.
Boats don't go up there like all the time.
No, it'd be weird.
Yeah. If you guys have any videos of these people doing, not the ones where this dude gets killed, I don't want to see that video. Apparently, no, I don't know if there is a video. I think it's just witness account. But if you guys,
like the boat driver or whatever.
yeah, the captain of the boat or whatever it was, yeah. Also, what captain is just coming out and being like, "Oh yeah, that was me. I totally took him and he died," and they're like, "Okay, cool. Well, you're going to jail right now." So
Yeah.
God, just dumb.
Here's the
But-
thing that's pretty. So people have known about this island for a while. Like I said, like I watched like that video about it. I'm pretty sure
Jungle
it's
to
real
Jungle.
life lore. I've watched Jungle to Jungle. I've watched other movies.
Apocalypto.
I have seen Apocalypto. It's not. That's Mayans. But
Have you seen the Lost City of Z? Speaking of that,
Lost
Sorry,
City
get-
of Aziz Ansari?
no. Hold up, finish your thought, and then I'll jump in on mine.
But no, what I was saying was,
They've known
I
about it for a
wonder-
while.
I wonder how with this story that because all those kind of videos were just of like hey, there's an island here, it's super secluded. How interesting is that? Have a great day. This was like someone actually went there, got killed, and now that story's gonna blow up. I wonder how many more people are going to attempt to go there now.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason to whether you're a missionary and you're like, it's my mission to do this, and or like filmmakers that want to, like
Yeah.
up and coming filmmakers that want to have like the new, I'm hardcore, I went and made a film here and survived, and they're going to risk it to make a movie. I wonder if this is going to be trouble.
Yeah. No, well,
find
because
out.
what it used to be those stories were told in the paper or on television on the news or something like that. Well, only people who are not only people, but the majority of people that are reading the newspapers and watching TV tend to try to be intelligent people, or have
Yeah.
some rational thought if they're reading those things. But now it's like, oh, YouTuber Jizzball76 said that.
Jizzball 76. Someone please make that account and comment under this video with that account. Say, hey, I'm Jizzball 76.
But yeah,
Anyway.
Jizzball76 said that, oh yeah, this crazy thing happened and we should all go find him and fight him or bring him some, I don't know, Nintendo 64 or GameCube and see if they can play it.
Oh,
And
man,
then-
can bring me a Nintendo 64.
I mean,
Anyways,
it's just, Darwinism is gonna sort us all out, folks. Hence, romaine lettuce.
Romaine lettuce.
Romaine lettuce is the evil of all. Do you know anything about romaine lettuce right now?
Yeah, I don't have
was gonna say, you have
Facebook or
to.
social network or anything, so
I mean, your
so
mom
I get
owns a bar.
Yeah, well, I get my news kind of late sometimes.
That's all right.
I'm pretty sure I haven't eaten romaine lettuce. But well, now it's like I went to Quiznos today.
Yeah.
And there's a big old sign that says, "Sorry, we're not serving romaine."
Yeah.
Went to Meijer the other day. Meijer's a grocery store in the Midwest. All over their produce section, it just says, "All romaine lettuce has been, like recalled. Don't eat it." So
Yeah.
I'm aware of that one.
That started for us like last Monday was when we
Yeah?
really had problems with the
Is it E. coli
it started getting
or
recalled. Yeah,
Okay.
it's E. coli. Yeah. So basically,
I don't think I ate a lot of romaine lettuce.
what was it? 2 years ago was Ebola or whatever it is. That was like 2016. And now this year, we're worried about lettuce.
Lettuce, man.
So here we are, 2018. We suck.
No, I mean it's always something every year.
Yeah, always something. So next year it'll be Jelly Bellies.
Jelly bellies. I don't
Jelly-
really want jelly bellies, so that's all right.
Yeah, I don't really either, but who knows?
I took a tour of the factory while I was in California.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it? Did you get the defects?
Ronald Reagan. That's all I
Like,
got.
Hooli, what did you think of the Jelly Belly factory? Ronald Reagan.
Well, he was like a big part of it. Because he I guess he like loved jelly beans.
Yeah.
And he ate them a lot. That's why in the
Please
what's
tell
the
me he was
movie
buried in him.
with the people that did the stuff with the camp. Wet Hot American Summer when
Salute
they made the
Your
TV
Shorts.
show.
Oh.
And they and there's a scene with Ronald Reagan. He's throwing jelly beans in his mouth.
Okay, I have seen that. Yeah.
But no, I guess like he always had Jelly Bellies with them, and they had like a Jelly Belly artwork of his face or whatever at the factory.
That's weird. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for my dick pick of last week, I'm gonna pick whatever the over under is for the Michigan Ohio State game.
All right. You picking the over?
I'm gonna pick the over on that one. Yeah.
Well, that doesn't count
not?
because
I'm pretty sure I just got it. If you
it
can pick
already
one so far in the future,
happened.
yeah, it was more of me rubbing it in. Also, Michigan State almost lost to Rutgers, so that's also bad. No one would have
Yeah.
had that dick pick of the week.
No, I wouldn't. I would have picked Michigan State. Let me see. I wonder if it shows what without looking too hard because I'm gonna stop caring here in about 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
So
Done.
I'm
Doesn't
still
care
not.
anymore.
It doesn't show what the over under was on
I know.
ESPN's website.
I know it was the over, whatever it was. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Well, yeah, because it was 62
Yeah.
to 39,
Yeah.
and they thought
so-
with the defenses of the teams, it wouldn't be that high.
Yeah, it was the most points that have been scored on Michigan, that Ohio State's ever scored on Michigan in their 100 and some odd matchings.
Is Jim
So-
Harbaugh going to leave Michigan?
Nah.
Okay,
Nah, I don't think he will.
he's going to go.
It-
he's gonna,
It's one of those ones where if he leaves, I'll be like, wow, that's kind of crazy, but I guess when the boat's sinking, you might as well jump out, huh?
well, Green Bay Packers might be looking for a coach soon.
Hey, to jump back to the NFL, though, like,
Go
he's
coach the
basically
best quarterback
doing
in the game.
He's basically doing a reverse Nick Saban.
I mean, yeah, but Nick Saban, you know,
Man,
he didn't-
speaking of the best,
Jim Harbaugh
Go
did
ahead.
really good in the NFL.
he did, yeah. And the fact that he was going to get shit canned by the Niners, I still think is one of the
They took him
dumbest
to a
moves.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, like what? 2 years before that?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
took him to the Super Bowl, and then the next year he took him to the
To the NFC Championship.
yeah, and then the
Give
next
the man
year,
a goddamn break.
yeah, And
Next
then-
year, he had a losing season. They were like, "Well, this just isn't working out." You're like, "Man, you were
That's how
so
sports
close."
are, though. That's why I'm wondering, does Jim
That's
Harbaugh
how
get
pro
canned?
sports. That's how pro sports are.
Ooh, it happens in college too.
I'm sorry. Can we talk about Brady Hoke and how long Brady Hoke was at Michigan for, and just being just a goober?
He did doing better than Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah. He was? Well, I guess when it comes to rivals, I don't know. That'd be interesting to look at and compare them to.
Pretty sure he's beating Ohio State.
Wow.
He's beating Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh hasn't beaten
Yeah. Michigan State is still on top of Michigan in the last 8 years, so I'm
I'd
still
say
cool with
so.
that. I wouldn't say so. I would. Yeah, they are. They've just beat them more times than
Yeah.
they have lost. So yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah. See, that's why I said so.
Speaking of the best quarterback in the NFL, though, did you see what his dickhead of a brother did?
Yeah. Apparently they like don't get along or have beef any like use. So Aaron Rodgers, we're talking about everyone.
Yeah, sorry if you don't know who the best quarterback in the NFL is.
So Aaron
Subjective.
Rodgers' hometown is Chico, California.
Yep.
Which is not doing hot right now.
Ooh,
It's-
bad
it's,
choice.
Yeah,
of words.
that was my bad, everyone. Like as soon as I said it, I was like,
Oh, just a heads up, guys. The screen grab for this episode, if you want to see it, it's going to be that right there. Huli going, wanting his words back right there. So
I didn't mean any. There's a lot of fires in Chico, California
There are,
area
yes,
right now,
yes.
and Aaron Rodgers took $1 million of his own money
Mhm.
and did it to like disaster relief for like his hometown area.
Yep.
And his brother was like, he fucking didn't even call mom to see if she was okay. What an asshole.
yeah,
And
Yeah,
and,
it was-
like just like put him on blast. Like, dude, the dude just gave $1 million.
million dollars, like $1
to your
million dollars.
hometown.
What do you want? What do you want from him?
Yeah, I don't. He's. People just like making other people miserable, and I
They
don't know
do.
their relationship
Yeah.
really, but I just like whatever your beef is, like just let Aaron Rodgers have this one, okay?
Yeah.
Like, come Thanksgiving, sell your beefs there.
Yeah, and are your parents fine? I'm sure they were evacuated. I hope they didn't lose their home, but don't be a biggity bitch about it. All right,
Yeah,
biggity bitch. And then
but that's what he
speaking
did.
of those fires, though, on another good note, did you hear what the guy did yesterday? Or yeah, some business guy just showed up to where the high school used to be, or the high school is, or whatever, and all the kids that lost their homes and stuff. He just
Yeah.
gave 1,085 kids and and teachers each $1,000.
Huh.
That's $1,085,000
That's a
that
lot
he
of
just
money.
gave away. Yeah, so dude's a pro champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's some people doing some good stuff. Again, I
Yeah.
apologize to the Chico area for my comments. That is not.
It's been raining a lot, and I hope they haven't
That's
had to
good.
deal with any mudslides or anything like that. But
Ooh, yeah.
yeah, if you guys want to help out and do your part, what you can do is you can buy some Sierra Nevada Resilience beer. It's coming everybody's way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be
That's
donating
cool.
100% of the profits towards the fire relief people. So if you guys
That's
want to
awesome.
help out, yeah, it's super cool of them. And they ask a bunch of brewers, so you're going to see this all over the country because they've asked a bunch of brewers all over the country to go ahead and make their own batch and help donate. So just so it can get around to more people, around more places. So keep an eye out for the Resilience Sierra Nevada
that, guys.
collaboration beers.
How far are those from you?
How far? What?
The fires from you, or were they?
They're 100 miles, but we were completely socked in with all the smoke. This is like, it's not champagne problems, but it's not like,
Yeah.
it's yeah. What happened for them was absolutely terrible, but yeah, how our situation was over here was, it was super smoky.
Okay.
At one point last week, right before it rained, we had the worst air quality in the world, beating out
Really?
like Beijing and a bunch of places in India and stuff, like Bangladesh and everything like that. So, yeah, it got really bad, and it's just plastic and all that stuff in the air. So,
Yeah.
not good breathing that stuff in.
Yeah.
which
I knew you weren't like in the fire area.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about like the smoke and stuff that would come down your way.
Yeah. I want to
didn't
get your
even-
live reaction on this right now. I'm going to send you a picture of and if Hooli wants to, he can post this, but I will send you a picture right now, Hooli, of the Golden Gate Bridge, and there is zero fog on this, and it's just smoke. So let's take a look at that there. And we'll post this on the Twitter or something like that so you guys can see what we're talking about, and we'll maybe even give a little area for the donation. But
Oh wow.
yeah, pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that, if that turns out good or
Yeah.
not.
But you can't even see the other side of the bridge. It basically looks like a bridge to nowhere. It was super smoky and super bad, but in retrospect of everything, we got the better deal of it all. So super sad for everybody. But like we said, go ahead and go out there and buy that Sierra Nevada beer to help support, guys.
do
So
that.
you can get drunk while doing a good cause. See,
That's
I said
right.
Drinking never helped anybody.
It helps. It
It
helps.
helps.
And thank you, Sierra Nevada.
Yeah. And stickers. If you guys want to donate, you can donate to them first.
Yeah, donate
and
to
then-
them first.
And them first. And
And
then
if you got some leftovers,
we will take just a case of candy bars. That's all.
and that's all.
That's all. Just a case. We just want good faith. We just want to say what's up. And then we'll promote you guys like crazy. But
That's right.
that's bringing us in at about an hour, and it feels pretty good. We gotta wrap this shit up. That was a good long episode today.
That's
We
right.
talked about cars. We talked about stuff.
That's right, everyone.
We talked about islands in the middle of nowhere where you're not supposed to go, and Snickers.
That's right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. Let us know
Yeah.
how we did somewhere on the internet. And
Somewhere on the internet.
somewhere on the internet.
We're not gonna wear your underwear, but we'll probably wear your underwear.
Waffle House. I love Waffle House.
We're cutting it right there. Goodbye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.